Hey, what's good, YouTube? We back with three more of the rookies. We done went over Cornell Tate, Fernando Mendoza, Jeremiah Love, KC Concepcion, Dante Moore, and Jordan Tyson. So here's the next three. First off, we're going with Makai Lemon. And what notes you have on him, Shawn?
Well, I think it's either going to be him or Concepcion that goes. These guys could be flip-flopped. But despite his size, does great in contested catches, got quickness, great football IQ with football toughness, looks for contact, I think, most times. Projects well as a slot receiver in the NFL. He's got excellent route running, creates separation at the top of his routes. He does lack top end speed. That's why he's more in the slot. But if you needed to, you could put him on the outside. Kind of like he's like Luther Burton. Can kind of do it all over, but he's best in the slot. What do you think of him?
Nah, currently I have him ranked as my number 2 wide receiver. If he's going to get the first round draft capital, hey, I think he's going to kill it. Now, my worry is he's going to end up more so like Jordan Addison, because I like Jordan Addison when he came out, and Jordan Addison got paired with a real number 1 receiver,
yep.
which made him a number 2 receiver by default. So if Lemon all of a sudden, you be like, yeah, Lemon, and then he's put on side on JSN. Oh, okay. Oh, Lemon.
Yeah.
Guess you go.
Well, he'd do better with a big guy like Justin Jefferson on the other side, anyways.
Or it could be MHJ, Marvin Harrison Jr. And I'm a big fan of Marvin Harrison Jr., but I think, who knows what the quarterback going to be over there, because I'm about to say, if it was Kyler, I think Kyler would do better throwing at a slot receiver anyway, because he sure don't like to throw to Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I paid a lot to get Marvin, and I've just been kicking myself ever since. But, like, with Malachi, how many USC receivers have come out lately? There's Drake London, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, I mean,
there hasn't been many, so I don't trust the USC receivers myself to make good jumps. But
I mean, you just said it's not that many coming out. So if they coming out getting first round draft capital, I think it's giving you a certified, decision. It should make you feel comfortable. Lemon did win the Biletnikoff Award this past season, and that's for being the best wide receiver in college football. So he was doing his thing. He set up for some solid badges. He mostly played majority in the slot. That's the only negative, but hey, he's a very good wide receiver. I think he's going to go in the NFL and kill it, no matter where he goes.
It's a good time to be a slot receiver in the NFL right now, too.
Yeah, and he one of them slot receivers that go into the team, you like, hold my beer. He's one of those. He is one of those. Next, we got Kenyon Sadiq. What you got on him?
This guy is a beast, and I hope he lands somewhere with a coach that knows how to use a tight end, because he's got elite athleticism with top-end speed, and he's extremely versatile. He's got a rare combination of explosiveness, versatility, with plus-level size blocking in the run game, quick acceleration to his top-end speed. He's a yak machine, difficult to bring down. You got to bring 2 guys if you want to bring him down. Like I said, he's versatile. You can line him up all over. You can put him in the tight end slot, line him up wide as a wide receiver. You can even put him in the backfield as a running back, and he's even done as a wide receiver end-around plays. So you can put him anywhere on the field. Extremely versatile. Like I said, dominant in run blocking, constantly putting defensive ends on their backs regularly. He does need to work on polishing his route running at the next level, though, because he rounds out the top of his routes, needs to be sharper at cutting those so that the defender doesn't know which directions he's going in. But my comp for him is Brock Bowers, because he can do that. He's even thrown touchdown passes. He just wasn't used like that in Oregon, man.
Fuck no. Get the fuck out of here. Brock Bowers. Don't you ever disrespect. I'm getting tired of people just want to throw Brock Bowers' name at prospects they like. There is only one. Brock Bowers is one of one. One of one. He was him.
You put him in all those situations as Brock Bowers, he can do it too.
One of one. Brock Bowers is one of one.
Brock Bowers is more consistent because he's more mentally strong and more of a football guy. He does need to work on his concentration because he's got concentration drops, but like all his abilities and stuff, he can do that all on the field.
Look, I like Sadiq, but that's disrespectful. Sadiq ain't even my number 1 tight end in this class. I like Sadiq. I think, man is built like a damn running back. Even though he's 6'3", 245, look like Derrick Henry. Like that. That's how you look. You get a damn tight end that look like a running back out there running like a running back when you get the ball. That's good at blocking. He's a part of Bruce Feldman's freak list, and guess what? It sounded like he's my number one on tight end, but he's not. I mean, he's set up. He's the only tight end currently projected to get first round draft capital, which I like his film. And then he's gonna get first round draft capital, so it's set up for him to succeed. But when it comes to tight ends, I don't force my way into try to draft them. When there's always the tight end that's probably down the line I can get the same amount of points with. And my favorite tight end in this class actually is Eli Storrs. So I wouldn't be in a rush to draft a tight end. I'll let somebody else draft Sadiq, and then I'll come probably and draft Stowers or Trigg, or Jolly. They got a few tight ends I actually like in this class.
Yeah, well, most tight ends you let be somebody else's problem because it takes them almost 5 years before they can get to be something in the NFL, though, for the most part.
I've been doing pretty good at tight ends lately. I think my main miss probably is Mayer, and he was doing fine until Brock Bowers came there.
Yeah, that's why he wants out of the Raiders, right?
Yeah, he was doing just fine. Then Brock Bowers came there and said, "Here you go, hold my beer." Hey, it's nothing you can do. So
yeah, it's just he's a different level player.
Yeah, because I love me some T. Higgins. T. Higgins still show up every now and then, but when Chase came there, hey, hold my beer.
Sorry. And then you see it, you can't even say anything, right? Even as that player, you're like, yeah, I get it. And just T. Higgins loves that one-on-one, so it's a good wide receiver too to own.
And our third player we're gonna talk about, and we was on the fence because we was talking about maybe Ty Simpson if he's drafted in the first round, but we both love Nick Singletary. What you got on him, Sean?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a second-round draft, maybe even late round first if somebody really falls in love with him, depending on what he does at the combine, right? Because I think he's going to be forgotten about until the combine because he got hurt early in the season and then wasn't used much. And they had, what was that guy's name? Kenyon Allen took over for Penn State. But let's not forget about Singletary. He's got top vision with power. He's 6 foot, 200 pounds, physically gifted running back with a rare combination, power, speed, and elusiveness, great blocking ability, also can catch the ball. When you get the ball to him in a passing play in the open field, he can really make a lot of it with his elusiveness. He gets quickly to his top end speed. He's got outside quickness with inside toughness. Like in that Penn State uniform, it's just like watching Barkley again back in the day. But obviously he's got that injury that he's just coming back from. Might scare off some teams because I believe it was a knee injury, if I'm not correct. But
you already know all college injuries is be like murky. You barely get any information on it. I don't like that. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Singletary. Now, if he doesn't get at least third round draft capital, I'm not gonna own as much as him. So what I'm hoping to happen, he go to the combine, shows that he's still high level athlete, killed that at 6 foot 224, moving like he a lot smaller. I'm looking for him to go kill that, and then he'll put teams back on notice. I'm still him. He'll get drafted at least third round draft capital. And he'll continue to be my running back 2 right behind Love, and I'll own a good amount of him. Now, worst case scenario that might happen, there is a world where he go to the combine and don't look as good as he did. If he's not looking good as he did, he's probably going to get 4th or 5th round draft capital. He going to end up being another Chuba Hubbard and Ali Gordon. Both of them had this exceptional career, exceptional season in college, and then their last season didn't do that well and lost on the draft capital they should have got. So he might end up being like them.
Yep. The draft will change everything.
And that's where I'm at as far as the running backs. It's going to be about draft capitals. I'm going to let the NFL decide how I'm going to rank the running backs. We got Love. I like some Singletary, but he need the third round draft capital. Pretty much everybody else, I'm gonna let the NFL decide. If you give them third round draft capital, I'm gonna be drafting a good amount of you as long as you get third round draft capital. If not, I'm gonna focus on all these wide receivers and not try to hype them up. You don't want to get caught up with the Rashawn Johnson. Remember, Rashawn Johnson only got 4th round draft capital, and y'all let them talking heads hype him up. Lifetime backup. Don't you? I won't get caught up in Price. If Price don't get no real draft cap real draft capital, I'm not going to get caught up on the hype because a lot of people saying he's the second best running back in this class, and I like his film, but I don't know about that one. I don't know. I can't even say he the third best or the fourth best. You know,
There's basically only 2 running backs, as far as I'm concerned, in this class right now, until proven otherwise.
I do like Emmett Johnson. You know, Jonah Coleman film is cool,
but you can't guarantee any of them go before the 3rd round, though.
His stature is crazy. I don't even think that man. They see 5'9". Hell no, he ain't gonna. He's not gonna get measured at 5'9". Hell no. He look 5'7".
Yeah, well, the NFL Combine will get the real numbers if they.
Sure, we gonna get it real soon. What next? When is the Senior Bowl? 25th. So we'll that week 25th, 26th. So that the last week of this month we'll start getting measurement on a lot of these guys because the Senior Bowl and the Shrine Bowl is going on. So we'll get a lot of measurements of these guys. Everybody except for the early declares. We have to wait for the combine to get that. But most of these guys are not early declares. A lot of them go show up at the Senior Bowl or the Shrine Bowl.
Yeah, can't wait. Draft season is upon us.
Yeah. But anyway, people, until next episode, peace.